Hello there, everybody. This is Silent Mist, and I am currently going down to the depths of where my bridge is in hopes of finding clay. And to my surprise, there is clay, and I've been harvesting it. Let me tell you guys, having this respiration helmet has never been more useful. Like, oh my goodness, if I did not have this, this would probably be an annoying little endeavor of mine to grab this clay. But why do we need clay, you might ask? Well, for flower pots. Yeah, I need some of them for the bar, both for decoration and wow, I can barely see a thing. Yeah, I need flower pots for decoration and for practicality. You can't see much of anything down here. I can barely see a thing. Let me tilt my screen and maybe, yep, now I can sort of see the clay that I need. So, yeah, we're just grabbing a little bit of this before we get started. And then we can go on with our endeavors because we just needed some clay. Yeah, okay. So let's go smelt this up at our good old smeltery. I love that place. It's just infinitely useful. Yeah, actually, I think before we start, we might clean up some of these items. No, we won't do that right now because, to be perfectly honest, that is extremely tedious and my inventory is kind of full of stuff that I currently need, so never mind. Let's just make the jump. And, wow, is this already done? Yeah, I'm not even going to bother to distribute it correctly because I can just do this. And it will cook for me. Yes, okay. I was going to say, why aren't you smelting? Made some nether brick, which is always useful. Let's see, what do I need? What am I going to need? I'm going to need some wood to make the bar. Going to need some more. Do I have enough? Never mind, I have enough. And I find this annoying, so I'm just going to dig or place a block so I don't need to walk all the way around. But yeah, let's see. I have a topic that I want to talk about today, and I'm actually going to talk about this in my vlog, which will not be going out as the same days as this video, most likely, because I'm actually almost caught up with the vlog. But I'm going to talk about cell phones today. And specifically, I'm going to talk about how Samsung has really annoyed me and how I will probably never be purchasing their products again. So, I have a Samsung Galaxy S4. It is my current phone, and up until not too long ago, I really liked it. Like, it's a fast phone, it ran very well, and it was just generally a very good phone. I could install my custom ROMs and mod it like I normally do with all of my phones. So, everything's going all fine and dandy, and then I accidentally dropped my phone for the first time. This is like the first time that I've ever dropped a phone, and it cracks, the screen cracks. So, I have to send it in for repairs. I do. I get it back, and during this period of time, I decide, okay, I really can't not have a phone, so I get a second Galaxy S4. Now, the second Galaxy S4, I'm just like, okay, let's do the same thing that we normally do. We're gonna, I put these in the wrong way. Gonna root it, then we're gonna install my custom ROMs, gotta install custom recovery. For all of you guys that don't particularly know what I'm talking about, so with the phone, you can just do what you normally do with phones and have it be all like stock and boring, or you can be adventurous with your technology and you can tweak it in whatever way you want, pretty much. So I go to install the custom recovery because in order to install custom ROMs, you need to have a custom recovery, and it doesn't work. I'm a little confused. I tried a couple more times and it just doesn't work. So I do some research. Turns out that with an update, Samsung made it so you could not do these tweaks. Like, they just flat out removed, well, technically what they did is there's something called a Q-fuse built into the phone, where it's something that it is a piece of software and hardware that is meant to only count up. It cannot count down. Technically it can, but that's not what I'm getting at right now. Technically, you are not able. It can only count up and not down. So, what happened is Samsung blew the Q-fuse on the phone, which made it so you cannot downgrade it and you cannot install custom stuff on it. Now, this kind of makes me... This really... This does not sit well with me. This is the reason why I don't like Apple, actually. It's because they lock down all of their stuff, and if there's something that I want to do with, like, an iPhone, I probably can't because Apple has their devices locked down. Like, say I want to install a mod that will make audio sound better. Like, for example, I use the Beat Sound mod, the Sony Acid mod, actually, which includes the Beat Audio mod, to make everything sound significantly better. I can't do this because iOS locks me out of that. And sure, you can jailbreak it, but crap, that was the wrong thing to make. Sure, you can jailbreak to sort of get past it, but you just don't have anywhere near the level of freedom as you do with Android. So here I am with a phone that can't run a custom version of Android, and this is kind of because, like I said, I really like installing these custom versions of Android and having fun with them. So essentially right now, I have my old S4, which is repaired, and I don't know if I'm going to keep it or if I'm going to get rid of it in for something else, but I can only sort of install custom ROMs and custom stuff on it. Like, there are sort of exploits, but they only give you a really limited selection of what you can install. Like, okay, if any of you guys are in the ROM modding community, there's something called CyanogenMod, which is a very large... It's quite possibly the third... It probably is the third largest, thing. The third largest, phone firmware, phone software, phone OS. And I can't run it because it is, in order for a ROM to work with what I have going on my phone, it needs to use the some software that Samsung provides that only works with Samsung-based ROMs, TouchWiz-based ROMs, in other words, or if any of you guys have heard of the Google Edition phones, on the version of Android that corresponds with the Google Edition. Like, I can run Android 4.2 on my phone with without much issue if it is a Google Edition ROM. So I'm currently running 4.2 on my phone, while the latest version of Android is 4.4. Now, I have the know-how to run 4.4 on my phone, but because that QFuse is blown and technically the bootloader is locked down, I can't access it. So this is, or I can't install it. So this is most unfortunate. And because of this, I'm probably not going to buy another product from Samsung. Like, I have loved Samsung products for a really long time. My second smartphone was the Epic 4G, which was a QWERTY smartphone. It had like a keyboard, and I liked it for the keyboard. My third smartphone, or my second smartphone, technically third. I had an iPhone 3G for a while, and I was happy to not use that anymore. But my third smartphone was an Epic Touch 4G, which was just a sort of updated version of that phone that didn't have a keyboard in it. And then I went to HTC because they had a phone called the Evo 4G LTE, which was everything that I wanted in a phone and then some. And then that broke when I was in Otakon, as some of you guys probably know by my Otakon vlogs. So, yeah, right now, since I can't install custom ROMs on my current phone, I'm going to probably sell the one that I can't install ROMs on because that had an update that was installed when I got the ROM. Like, it was pre-installed. The previous owner of the phone, I got the phone used off of eBay, most likely installed the update because he wasn't into modding ROMs like I am. So, yeah, oh no, that doesn't look right. That's most definitely wrong. So yeah, Samsung, because you have locked down my phone, I am really hesitant to ever buy another one of your products. There's only one huge problem. Samsung is the only phone manufacturer that makes phones that I like in terms of features. Not really like the stupid things like the air gesture thing or the wave your phone over your hand over the phone or look, my phone is tracking the location of your eyes. Those things I don't care about. But Samsung phones have both removable batteries and SD cards. Or, yeah, SD card slots. And they also come with really nice high-end hardware. So, Yeah, the HTC doesn't make phones like that. Like, their phones usually don't have removable batteries or micro SD card slots. I mean, the Evo 4G LTE did, and that's why I really, really like that phone, because actually that was the Sprint variant of the HTC One X, and the One X did not have that, but the 4G LTE did. So yeah, Samsung, you done messed up. You done messed up, because now that I can't install these custom firmwares on my phone, I'm either going to have to wait until someone figures out how to break your security system, or I'm going to have to just never buy another one of your products. And it's unfortunate, because I am a part of a small pool of people that want to do that, like doing this, or a smaller pool of people. Definitely the majority of people don't do this to their phone, so they don't really care that their device has been locked down, but I do, and since I essentially can't use my phone the way I want to use it, so I have no qualms with not sticking with them. And what I'm really tempted to go get the Nexus 5, but the lack of a battery, or the lack of a battery really turns me off. No, the lack of a removable battery and the lack of a micro SD slot is kind of difficult for me to accept, especially due to the fact that, okay, so I like to have anything that I want, I like to have on me. That's why I have 2 terabytes of space in my laptop, and that's why I have a 64 gigabyte micro SD card. My phone has a total storage capacity of about 80 gigabytes minus the stuff that is just not allocated due to formatting and all that silly stuff. Out of those 40 gigabytes, or 80 gigabytes that I have on the phone, I have maybe 11, 12 gigabytes free, because I have a gigantic collection of music which I keep on my phone, and it's not even close to my entire music collection, which is just horrifically large. Like, I don't even want to think of how large that is, but I like to keep all of that music on me. Why? Because I listen to it from time to time, and I don't want to have to delete it just so I could fit newer music on there, because there are times when I want to just feel nostalgic and go listen to some older song. And since I don't use Google Play or Google Music, which has all of the cloud stuff, it needs to be present on the device. I use a music program called PowerAmp, which is absolutely fantastic. If you have an Android phone and you listen to music with it, please get PowerAmp. Your ears will thank you very much. Yeah, PowerAmp is just pretty much the best musical program ever. It gives you it's such fantastic control over your sound, and it just makes everything sound really good. So go get it. And then if you couple that with the Sony Acid mod, everything just sounds absolutely wonderful for people that like bass heavy music. Let's see. I don't know what to do. I guess we can have sort of like a glass counter right here, maybe, and then we can put stuff on. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, guys. I'm just kind of placing things and hoping that it looks well, or it looks right. So let's make ourselves some of these. These will be like cups. Oh god, guys, what am I doing? I'm attempting to like do interior decor. Oh, you can't place cups there. And by cups I mean flower pots. These are where people get their drinks, because it's a bar. Oh guys, what am I doing? I don't know how to build. I'm gonna actually steal a design from someone else where they made like a wine rack out of these. The entire back will be a wine rack. But yeah, not to digress too much. Samsung, I don't like you right now. If you release an update that gives me the ability to like fiddle around with my phone again, sure, I'll look in the other direction and I'll probably buy your stuff again. But if you don't, well, my next phone probably isn't going to be made by Samsung. Yeah, if only more people did what I did, then they would be more pressured to not do the crap that they're doing. And to be honest, it's not even Samsung's fault. It's Verizon's fault. They are the cause for such a thing. And I'm not even on Verizon. It's because Verizon did it that AT&T thought, hey, that's a fantastic thing that we should also do. So, yeah, damn you, Verizon, for existing. I don't like you. I don't like your policies. I don't like you. And I especially don't like what you did to my phone. But, yeah, checking audition, just to make sure that everything's going all smooth, because Wait, do I have that stupid... No, I don't. Okay, so every time I switch back and forth between 1.6 and 1.7, because I have to do this since the public server is running on 1.6 instead of 1.7 because Bucket hasn't been updated yet, all my video settings and audio settings get reset, which is highly annoying. I can't wait till Bucket is updated just so I don't have to deal with this whenever I switch between the public server and the not public server. But, yeah. I think that I'm actually going to end things off here, though, because... yeah, we got what we wanted to get done. I was just trying to see if I could do some interior decorating, and it's nothing impressive, nothing like Vaughn. Vaughn is just, that is just beautiful. But, oh wait, we can have like a check-in desk right here. Oh, that's the wrong way. Actually, we can use this to our advantage. Check-in desk right here. And that's just like, sir, may I take your order? And then I guess we can have some chairs right here because chairs are usually available for sitting. Right, guys? I'm not going insane. People have sitting chairs, right? Right? Yeah. Let's just quickly do this. Something like that. But yeah, guys, we made this place look kind of okay. It's a little bland with its just one color of wood and rock, but it's an attempt. It's an attempt to make things look nice. It's an attempt. So yeah, that's going to be all for now, guys. I do hope you enjoyed today's video, and I guess I don't know what you thought about my rant about how Samsung makes me sad. The problem with that rant is a lot of that, it's harder for me to put that in, like, simpler terms, because a lot of it's just like, oh yeah, they made the Q, they blew the Q fuse, and if you don't know what a Q fuse is, you'll just be like, what? And now I can't install custom ROMs like CyanogenMod on my phone. Whatever the hell that might mean to you guys. But yeah, pretty much I am displeased that I cannot tweak my phone to my heart's content. And there is unfortunately no good phone which fills that category right now. Yeah. But like I said, that's going to be all for today. I do hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you all again next time. So until then, farewell. Oh, look at that moon set. Or moonrise. That is a thing. See you guys next time.